This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm great, Conrad. How you doing, buddy?
Man, better than I deserve. Excited to be with you. We've got Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror. We're coming off of what I believe to be the most special podcast you and I have probably ever recorded together. It was our Thanksgiving tradition. We watched Starrcade 86, but it wasn't just you and I. We were joined by one of the most underrated commentators of all time, one of the owners of Jim Crockett Promotions. Ladies and gentlemen, David Crockett was the man last week. I got overwhelmingly good feedback. What about you, Tony?
I did too. A lot of people missed David's excitement, missed David's passion for the sport. You know what, Conrad? I miss it too a lot when I sit down and do some things, because he and I think it was very apparent that if you watch our shows, and we're getting ready to watch the first post-Starrcade show of 1986, I think it's very apparent when you watch our shows that David and I really enjoyed each other's work together. We really enjoyed working together. We had a good time. And you could see it on the podcast we did a week ago, where David was very excited, very happy to be with us. And that's the type of David Crockett that I remember. He was always in a good mood. Well, I shouldn't say always in a good mood. When you run a company, own a company, there are going to be things that I'm sure drag you down. But most of all, he was in a good mood and was in a good mood on the air. And that's what we had last week. I really enjoyed being with him again. It was a lot of fun. And a lot of fun going back and looking at some of the special matches during a very special Starrcade 86.
And I, on the heels of what we did last week, I think everybody knows that leaves us with one question. And Tony, that's what everybody's been asking. When is David Crockett going to be back? And yes, boys and girls, we are going to have David Crockett back on the program. I don't know who has more fun, us or him, man. He loved it.
Yeah, he did. And he's reached out to me since then, and to both of us, how much he enjoyed being with us. And had a pretty good setup at his house there too, didn't he?
Dude, he had a really cool backdrop.
Yeah.
But maybe the highlight of the whole thing for me is not just his insight and his enthusiasm and his excitement, but the idea that he kept those little red books all these years later.
Isn't that something?
And he's got them for 85, 86, and 87. You want to talk about the biggest years in the history of Jim Crockett Promotions for a variety of reasons. But my goodness, I was taken aback that he had them. I was so pumped that he had them, and he was happy to show them on camera. And so cool, man. I mean, he's got history in his hands right there.
Yeah, he does. And I remember those books, and I didn't want to say this. I wanted, because I didn't know if he remembered, or I didn't know if he thought there was something else. But to me, that was very much J.J. Dillon's handwriting.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, in those books. J.J. had a very, very nice
penmanship. He had
yes.
great penmanship. I've heard that
right.
a lot.
Right. And that was his handwriting. And JJ kind of kept the book, because he wrote down the date and the card on the date book. And then he would write down, the numbers and things. And JJ was the one that really kept the official book for everybody. Conrad, I want to say something here about our buddy JR.
Yes, please.
Who's going through some health problems right now. He will not be on our programs until the first of the year.
And you're going to steal his job. Just admit it now.
No, I'm not.
Your voice here.
No, I'm not.
Well, I'm glad you're not at least admitting it, and you're going to try to play it close to the vest, because JR and I are on to you, dude.
Really?
Oh yeah. We've had a lot of conversations about that. Nothing happening, Tony Schiavone.
Okay. Well, you are a fucking lie.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.